Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Sure.
A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Blue down.
At the 31-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Time to go, night. Mike 56, Mike 56. Double dog, that's the way. 5 wide. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Cut.
On play action, Allen. On the move to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
It's just me and you.
On first down, Tatum. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On play action, Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the right. 2 by 22. I'm on. Got double tight. Zoom. 3 down.
Fields on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
On first down, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Second and inches at the Bills' 47-yard line.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Shift. Check. Check 99. Check 6. Mike's 22. Here we go.
On 2nd and inches, Fields. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And, that would get a wind-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Mike 22.
Again, Fields eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Gregory Rousseau coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Going 58 is the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing now is Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Gun. 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
56 is the mic. I'm trying to collect.
On second down now, Tatum. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Tyler Bass out for the Bills' field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal.
Now Fields. And he finds Montgomery complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 11.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Second and 11.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
Out of the gun, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Fields throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he's brought down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now it's Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Tight end. Key to tight end. We got 3.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Caught by Montgomery. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. That's caught by Montgomery. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Here's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Now the try here for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Let's go. Mike 56, Mike 56. You.
Here's Allen to throw it. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Allen gonna throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play here for Buffalo. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
56. Mike 56. Mike 56. Check tight end. Check tight.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
I smell fear in that offense.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
56 is Mike.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
To the air, Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
Woo! All day.
Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. The kick by Bass is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Howard. Touchdown, Chicago! Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
58 to Mike. Let's go one more.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
58 to Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Allen off the play fake. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's got some space here.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. From the gun, here's Fields. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on fourth down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on fourth down.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Double time, double time. 3 down, 3 down.
Here's Fields. Touchdown, Bears! David Montgomery, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those, and maximizing opportunities.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Wait. Who's coming, Mike? All day, dog.
Kill.
On first down, Montgomery. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Coming, Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Fields now to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Watch the run. Good soft, baby. That's baby soft. Under 10.
They'll run with Montgomery. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Following the fumble recovery, Fields steps away to his left. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal. To throw is Fields. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arc. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
58, boys, 58.
Half 85.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30.
Let's go,
and he'll go
boys, bring
down,
it
but
up.
not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain there for the Bills.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Going 58 is the mic.
I got him.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Fields. He finds his man complete. That's Montgomery. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. That's caught by Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
He's checking crab.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he stopped immediately there. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And the ball is knocked out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. No question that one stings a little extra because he had that first down. It would have been a 4th down conversion.
Love the effort. Love the maneuverability. Don't like the fact that he didn't bring the ball with him, and now it's going to go in the other direction.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe
and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Fields. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On 1st down, Fields. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Throwing again is Fields. And he finds Howard complete. And he will have the Bears' 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Fields.
Let's go, D.
That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic. 65, 65.
Throwing is Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bills, they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year. come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Bills Stadium here at Orchard Park. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike's
319!
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. They can't.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Open man is Marquez Stevenson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Rip right, rip right. Mike 50, Mike 50. You don't want none. You don't get it. Pick up the ball.
Now Allen.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Check your hot read. Big dad, big dad. Check 43.
They'll run on first down. Cook, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
No chance. Stop. Check 50.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, let's get this. Hey, check Mike 21, check this out.
Here's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
On first down, Jacobs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Now Carr. Touchdown Raiders. Devontae Adams from 8 yards out.
And the Raiders will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Allen off the play fake. Steps away. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
On second down, it's Cook, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Switch.
On first down, here's Love. And he's going to be brought down inside 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They turn to Love on the hand here at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running on blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
I got one. Mike's 50. He's tired of me.
On play action, Allen out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I'm coming, baby.
Allen
Watch the whip.
over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
So don't say nothing.
Mike 48.
Oh, get him. Check three.
Alert!
48 Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Check the backer.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox there to make the grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
48's the Mike.
On 2nd and 7, Carr
escaping the pressure right.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Let him know. 48 plus.
Throwing his car on third down.
Open man, that's Renfro. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
A run with Jacobs there on first down, but he'll manage only a yard or two at best. Second down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's Carr to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous
touchdown. Davante Adams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Bills 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. They'll start the drive with Love here, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 31-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. From the 31, Allen being chased out left.
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
Here's Allen on first and 10. Finding Knox there, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. To throw, it's Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Mike 48,
Here's Allen. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for the Raiders. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing now is Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. Touchdown, Raiders! Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Sponge! Alert! Go! What's that?
Allen now looks to throw. Into the secondary, past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line.
Jump! 56!
Allen now on first down. Flushed out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll hand it off. It's Love. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Switch! Mike's 50,
To the air, Allen.
Get in the weight room.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mike 50, Mike.
Now Allen off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Here's Love again. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing now is Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen, eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Kill. Out. Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Get your swerve on. What's that?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
29. Watch 49. All you get is a headache.
Now after the INT, it's Carr.
He hits Adams complete. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5,
and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Here's a diving catch right side.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On play action, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. From midfield, here's Allen. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Raiders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Man out, man out, man out. Man out. Chief.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a play fake. Carr. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Good job.
Kenyon Drake, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the silver and black continue to roll.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game, and there was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. On the return, it's McKenzie. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end of their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
What now? 180. 49's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 35 on 2nd down, Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown. Devontae Adams. 35 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Raiders. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. McKenzie returning it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The fullback comes through with a big play there.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On first down, Allen. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Allen.
He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Mike 5. Mike 5. Let's go.
Half 85. Half 85.
Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 Hey, switch gears.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
55 rushing yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Tight end right. Tight end right. Alert. Alert.
Allen going to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Love. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, an 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for two here.
Let's get that ball. Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watch the divide.
Let's get it together, defense. Regular. Go.
Allen will try to throw for it. Rolling to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They have bucked the trend so far. A sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this fourth quarter.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Carr going to look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Watch the run, watch the run. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the run.
Now Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
Come on, baby,
A big play there for the Raiders.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3.
It's a long game for you. Strong right, strong set.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
One down. 180. 49. Silver. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
Watch the curl, watch the curls.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Watch the run, watch the run.
That's caught at the 1. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Mike 5.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not.
And now here is another interception. Anthony Averett picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. On the return, it's McKenzie. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.